What's up, and welcome to Nighttime at the Nerd Bar, episode 174.
Holy cow.
Ooh, almost that nice rounded 175. Almost there. Next week. So y'all need to tune in for next week, too, to be there for that magical moment. But yeah, we're bringing you that Monday Energy live, and we are going to be talking about anime news. We're going to talk about new episode Gotchi and some other fun stuff. So stick around for all of that. First up, let's get some intros. Hello, I'm Carrie Lane.
And I'm Katie Cullen.
Don't forget to go follow us over on NTATNB on Twitter and Blue Sky. Also, make sure to subscribe and get that notification bell here on the YouTube channel because there might be some fun stuff coming your way very, very soon.
Yep.
Conversations also across all social media platforms. We have a live chat going. So if you're watching live, join us over in the live chat. If you're watching later, awesome. Welcome. Comment down below. So let's get right into it. So things we're excited about. I think I'm kicking us off.
Yeah, we're doing it in chunks again today.
Yee. All right. So we got news from Tokyo Pop. They have licensed a celebrated Spanish manga,
Perfidion, I believe.
Perfidion. Apologies if we're saying the name not quite right there, but North American English and Spanish release. So a family faces a paranormal reckoning when they move into to a haunted house in this drama. And I was like, ooh, that sounds exciting. We're ready for spooky season. It's spooky season year round anyways, but especially so right now. So the print and digital debut will be in 2026. So you can get your pre-release or start checking make your pre-order. There we go. That's what I meant. So for more information,
Spanish horror doesn't mess around.
Yes.
This should be fun.
I'm excited. And I was just trying to open. Nope, that's not opening. But yeah, just check out Tokyo Pop for more information. And so spelling it out, in case you're going to look it up, is PERFEDDION. So we're excited and then manga from around the world. Always excited to see new stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, next bit of news. Monstrous Books, which I'm like, oh, this is a little new. I'm like, I'm not as familiar with them, but hey, welcome to the news cycle for us. They have launched a Kickstarter campaign for Monstrous the Kaiju issue. So we've definitely talked about kaiju stuff on here. So this is going to be a oversized magazine featuring comics, short fiction, and nonfiction all about kaiju. So I'm like, what's the nonfiction going to be? Well, tell me more.
History of Godzilla.
Yes.
I don't know. Sounds fun, though.
Exactly. So let's see. For information. Oh, and then this is right around the time that, they are celebrating one of the big kaijus, Godzilla, which is having its 70th anniversary this year.
Dang.
So you can go check it out I was opening the Kickstarter link. Yeah, if you look up Kickstarter, if you go to Kickstarter and just look up Monstrous the Kaiju issue, and they have definitely met their goal, which awesome, yay! But they still have 22 days to go. You probably get some fun benefits for supporting that as well. I'm like, ooh, it does look very cool.
And it's always good to throw in and get your copy.
Yeah. There we go. Hold on. I'm just grabbing the Instagram. If you want to know more information on their social media, just double check. Yeah. Look up Monstrous Books is where you will find them, which I'm like, ooh, just a fun name too.
Yeah.
Okay. And more news. Out now on Netflix, we have The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It had the English and dub premiere on Netflix, which, episodes 1 and 2 are now available. And this is animated by Cloverworks and produced by Aniplex. Looks gorgeous. Aniplex and Cloverworks put out good stuff. So I was like, ooh, yes. Yep. So go check it out on Netflix. You can check out episode 1 and 2. And see anything else? Nope. That's it. More news. Continuing on.
Yeah.
November 7th, coming to theaters, GKIDS is going to have Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, and that's coming to theaters. It looks very cute. The style is adorable.
Yes.
So prior to it will be opening to some select theaters on starting October 31st. So check out your local listing. So Little Amelie, or the character of Rain. The film premiered as an official selection in competition this year's Annecy International Animation Festival. So that's awesome. A very big deal.
Yeah.
Adapted from the autobiographical novel by Amelie Nothomb, sorry if I said that wrong, and brought to life in completely original animated style of directors. Again, I'm going to try my best. Malaise Valad and Leanne Chohan. So it tells the story of a tender, poignant, and visually stunning, or healing power of human connection. So mark your calendars for that and follow GKIDS for more information.
Yes.
And last one of this of my block. Excuse me. Monday live. Woo. Okay,
Woo.
so another one from GKIDS. They've acquired the North American rights to Japan's Oscar entry for Best International Feature, Kokuho. This is a drama, and it is the second highest grossing Japanese live action film of all time. That's pretty amazing. Good for them. Very exciting. And let's see if there's information of when we can see it. Normally, follow GKIDS for more information. I was trying to scan through, and I'm not quite seeing a date. But it
might not get things until more Oscar contention stuff starts screening, and that tends to be a little later on in the year.
Yep. Which then because we just had TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, it made its North American debut at that. So that's exciting. And this is another marked. Oh, okay. So following this year's release, the Japanese live action cult classics of Love and Pop, Linda, which we talked about those, as well as Shin Godzilla by GKIDS, Kokuho marks the company's first contemporary live action title. So, because Shin Godzilla came out 10 years ago, which feels crazy. Check out our Comic-Con playlist. I spoke with the director and a producer from that film on this channel. So awesome to talk to. Both fabulous people. So yeah, check that out. Follow GKIDS for more information.
All right. Switching gears a little bit, if you are going to New York Comic Con, you are in for some fun. Gundam expands into New York with citywide celebration. Multi-venue celebration arrives at New York Comic Con, Japan Society, and American Dream. Bandai Namco Filmworks is proud to announce that the Gundam series will make its most significant expansion into New York this October, with a citywide celebration uniting fans from through a series of interconnected events. From an exclusive panel at New York Comic Con to Gundam Film Festival at Japan Society and an immersive G-based pop-up at American Dream, Gundam will transform New York with programming that bridges past, present, and future. Holy cow.
Nice.
That
all sounds fabulous. Yes.
Yeah. New York Comic Con is October 9th through 12th this year. Japan Society screenings are October 11th and 12th. And the G-Base pop-up is October 4th through 19th. So even if you're not in town for New York Comic Con, if you're there a little early, you can do the G-Base pop-up. So the panel will be Thursday, October 9th. During a special panel event, Gundam Showcase featuring Iron-Blooded Orphans, Hathaway, and the Future of Gundam in room 405 from 5 to 6 p.m. And yeah, this all just looks incredible, you guys. We have the screening schedule at Japan Society. There's giveaways there as well. And the Gundam Pop-Up World Tour is coming to American Dream in New Jersey. So if you are a Gundam fan and you are in New York, you are going to be eating very well. There is also a special Gundam wrapped bus that will appear across New York City starting on September 28th through the first bit of October. The dates on that are tentative. But it also says on select routes, you can even ride for free. Stay tuned for more details. So
Ooh.
make sure to follow Bandai Namco's socials. Keep an eye on things. And guys, that honestly sounds fantastic. If I were going to New York Comic Con, you can bet I would be at the Gundam stuff with bells on. That just sounds so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. And the other two we have from Crunchyroll. I love that they send us these reminders. The Blu-ray calendar for September 2025. So again, they tell us about these pre-releases way in advance, and we tell you guys, and then 6 months later, it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing. So I'm going to go through this real quick because September has a lot of releases. Let's see. September 2nd was Story of Wand and Sword Season 1, and nobody's way up to an exploration hero the complete season. And why does nobody remember me in this world? All on Blu-ray. September 9th, I'm Standing on a Million Lives Season 1, and In the Land of Leydale the complete season, also both on Blu-ray. September 16th, Days with My Stepsister the complete season, and Tower of God Return of the Prince Season 2 Part 1. Tower of God has a Blu-ray Steelbook as well as a Blu-ray.
Ooh.
September 23rd, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 1, Part 2. Season 1, Part 2?
Yeah.
Yes. Bartender Glass of... That might be Season 1, Part 1 and might be a typo, given the other notes that are here. Regardless, we're getting Frieren September 23rd. Bartender Glass of God, the complete season. I was reincarnated as the seventh prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability, Season 1. And Tonikawa Over the Moon for You, Season 2, all on Blu-ray, all on September 23rd. September 30th closes it out with Blue Lock episode Nagi the movie and Quality Assurance in Another World, the complete season. So those are all available. Well, the ones that dropped on September 2nd are available now. Everything else is pre-order. Go to the Crunchyroll store for that. And that's always a good time. It's treat yourself, treat the people around you. You have a gift-giving holiday coming up, or for me, my roommate's birthday is in a couple weeks. So it's always nice to pre-order something and have it in your hot little hands. And it's always nice to have a reminder in case you forgot to pre-order something so that you can then get it in your hot little hands as soon as physics and street dates allow. So thank you, Crunchyroll, for the reminder. Continuing on with Crunchyroll, we have a third poster that just dropped for the Infinity Castle movie, words and syllables. New visual featuring epic battle between Zenitsu and Kaigaku, now available for download here. And again, we've talked about this. These posters look beautiful. I want them all hanging on my wall. These are really well done. So a reminder that the movie premieres in the United States and Canada on September 12th, that it is going to be in IMAX, if you are an IMAX person, and that all of those posters are available to download. Check out Crunchyroll's socials. If they're not posted there, then you will be able to see them elsewhere.
All right. I was also looking at live chat. Giga Derek gave a wave.
Hello.
And Morningstar Bam says, hello, everyone. Glad to be here tonight. Makes my Mondays better. Yay.
We're glad to have you here.
Yay. Did you want to do a short review prior? So. All right. The other exciting thing.
That's the segue. That's the segue while we're talking about Demon Slayer. Yay. So Crunchyroll was kind enough to invite us to a screening last week, and I was fortunate enough to be able to attend it 2 weeks ago, actually. But, you know, NDAs being what they are, I'm allowed to talk about it now. This movie's so fun, you guys. We are going to do quick and spoiler-free, obviously, because, like I just said, it doesn't drop until the end of the week. So technically Thursday night, because that's how movie theaters work now. It drops on Friday. No, it drops at 6 p.m. Thursday. Try again. It definitely is 2.5 hours long. It definitely is the first third of a season of anime. And there are definitely points where you go, all right, this would be the end of an episode, and this would be where they'd start the next episode. Like, if they do decide to break it up into its component episodes and put it on streaming services, you can kind of see sometimes where like, okay, this is where this would do this. This is where this would do this. Got it. It very much focuses on some characters over others because there's like 30 characters running around right now and you can only do so much. So we have some characters that get like check-in cameos and like, here they are, here's what they're doing. And we have some characters that get focus. And given the PR and the posters, you can make some educated guesses on who gets focus and who's waiting to have their moments in further movies. The animation is beautiful, as always. Screening I saw was the sub. Great sound balance, great voice, great voices, great music. Like, it's Demon Slayer. It's always a really good time. It did some things I kind of expected it to do. It did some things I very much did not expect it to do. And I can't wait for the movie to drop so I can, roll out the pegboard again. Just roll out the conspiracy board and go, okay, here's this. But obviously we're not doing that now. And we probably won't do that for a chunk of time because we definitely don't do spoilers before the movie is dropped. And we don't do spoilers like within a week or two after it's dropped because that's not everyone gets a chance to see it right away. So we chill. But yes, this is very much, if you are into Demon Slayer, you're going to be watching this movie at some point, whether in theaters or on streaming, because this is the next part of the show. If you are not into Demon Slayer, you're going to be very confused walking in because this is the next part of the show. This is not something where you can walk in knowing nothing and have them kind of like give you an update on stuff and roll.
I was curious on that, like how much they're like, hey, let me refill you. No, okay, they jump into it. All right, right.
If I'm recalling this correctly, because it has been 2 weeks, we get a little bit of a recap at the beginning, but like... Nah,
not
man.
Really.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, you are gonna be along for the ride. You will probably be a little lost, but that's okay. It's a very, very pretty ride.
All right.
So yeah, again, if you're into Demon Slayer, this is the next part of things. If you're still a little leery of seeing movies in theaters, again, I am a mask wearer. I'm a firm believer in a good KN95, and been okay so far, so highly recommend. And yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Cannot wait to be the person in theaters sitting there having seen the movie while everyone else reacts to it around me. That's also a good time.
Giga Derek says, I have a ticket for the 11th on IMAX. All right.
It's definitely gonna be... I do, right? If you don't get motion sick, if you don't have trouble with like, then I would say do it in IMAX. Oh my God. Like we've all seen what the Infinity Castle looks like. We've kind of seen, there are some scenes in there where in IMAX, they're going to be nuts.
Oh yeah. We also had, not related to this, but we have Nolara in the chat says, sup.
Hello. Hello.
All right. So then, speaking of that, stay tuned because we might have some fun Demon Slayer stuff soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to that notification bell. Which then let's get into our other big title we're covering, Gotchi. We get more characters and we get names.
I
love it so much. Man. Our girl Ryo just continues to mess with Rudo.
I'm kind of wondering what her deal is now because
I'm wondering too. I was like, what? Like, what's your end goal here? Yeah.
But also, the parents are the worst. They give us so much, and it's not always good. And just the focus in on her scissors. I'm like, you okay? Like, are you like okay though? Like,
yep.
This is the like engine. I'm sitting here going, all right, what's this man's backstory? What makes him tick? But he's that kind of person. Zonka, I haven't really questioned all that much because, like, all right, it's as close as we get to a spoiled kid. Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't question Ryo either. Now I'm wondering.
Yeah. I mean, it's still playful and it almost borders on harassment, but it's somehow still very entertaining for us because I'm like, all right, let's look at this at another way. How much would this be a bother? But Rudo's never necessarily like go away.
Rito's just has no idea what he's
He has
doing.
no
Every
idea what
time
to do.
girl appears in his proximity, he's
Yes.
just kind of like,
Yep.
how do I girl? How do I go? Oh my God.
And it's just kind of adorable.
He's so hapless.
Yeah, no, Laura says, I'm glad to see Rio and Ruto bond over family trauma, I guess. You know, maybe. Good question.
It's hard to tell, and we're not going to get more information anytime soon, I don't think. Rio seems you must be this level friendship to unlock tragic backstory sort of person. They all kind of do.
The other thing, our huge thing, Canvas Town. We get out to a new space, which is gorgeous. Also, that music way later, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but like at the end, I was like, this is so good. And it's like all the feels and such a, unexpected look at grief of an episode that you're like, this show, I mean,
has had Trigun level music. And I'm talking like OG Trigun level music. Keep the whole soundtrack in the player. It's that good level music. Gachi Akita has had that. And we had the fake out with Gris that was big and dramatic and happened in a fight. And it's the kind of thing you expect in a shonen show. To show up for this background character that we've seen a couple times, but like he's always smiling, everyone seems to love him, having a good time. To show up and be like, oh, he was killed by pollution poisoning. It happens down here. It's a common cause of death. Right after we just got done talking about, hey, do all cities have a dome? Nah, just the big ones. Just don't get caught in trash rain because it could kill you.
Yeah.
Like all of this is just how we live down here. We live under the thoughtless abuse of the people above. And it's just, but don't feel bad about it. It's not your fault. It's like, it's just the culture you grew up in. Like, yikes. But I think that also needs to be said because Ruto is the kind of person who would internalize that and feel bad about it. Even though he had been going out of his way as a person to be like, I can fix that. That's not necessarily trash. I can fix it up. And like, that is what he likes doing.
We also got our two cleaners' names because we saw them before, but their names, I was like, I wrote it down, but grabbing over here is our Tamsi Keynes and Delmon Gates. And Delmon's speech.
Delmon is my favorite.
I love Zonka going, hell no, earplugs and scooting away.
By the end of the speech, I was, it's late at night when I'm watching this, so I'm sitting there going, yeah. Like, that is the kind of hype speech you want before anything. He could hype damn near anything and really make you believe it. Like, that is a talent that not everyone can do.
No, Laura says, I always appreciate the big guy's energy. Like, we're going to get this job done. Y'all, yeah. And everybody scream back, yeah. I love that energy. This also makes me think, just because recently watching it, is the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
And just like, all excited. And I appreciate the maximum energy that's huge to match his huge size. But he's so nice. And it's that funny thing of like, I understand you've had a rough life. That's awesome.
And the fact that he just straight up like, you would be great. Because evidently the cleaners have individual groups. And these two are members of a different group. And he's like, we should recruit you. Like, Engine recruited him. That already makes him one of the other groups. Like, oh.
Team Eager.
No, I want to see more of these guys. Show me more of these people.
Our main squad for Engine, Zonka, Rio are Team Akuta, and we've met Team Eager, and there is a handful of other teams as well, which we won't get to because we're not there yet. Because we are only talking the anime, so no spoilers if you've read the manga. Gigadar, he is very passionate. Indeed.
Appreciate it, though.
Love it, though.
Makes sense from an organizational standpoint. If you're moving things out, it's team this, you're going here. Team this, you're going there. As opposed to, like, roster lists.
And then they do support each other because we get the cross team working with each other. And just different perspectives on it too. I definitely love Delmon's crazy energy, and that was such a fun contrast to Tamsi's very like tranquil, as it were, of like like a guide and telling Rudo things and explaining it, and just so a different kind of chill, because Injin and Rio are also super chill, but I feel Tamsi is like he's gonna meditate and like, you know, no ripples in the water, like I don't know, like something in that of like
tranquil,
very zen. Yes. So I thought that energy was super fun. And yeah, when we get to Canvas Town, I like seeing essentially magic too, because obviously the power of givers in a way is a magic that sure. So it was fun seeing another direction. I almost half wondered if they couldn't go in the wall at first because it was an illusion, like it was a fake wall, like painted, like spray painted to look real, and that's why they couldn't go in, like that's not the real entrance. And it's like, oh no, literally it's magic. And that was really a world building. Ooh, tell me more.
I kind of figured it was something along the lines of, okay, the city doesn't want these two guys here in particular. Why? It's like, oh, they were going to roll in and start shit. Okay. I also do love that we started this show showing this pristine city, pristine walls. Everyone wears white. There's some gold accents in there, but like it's all white and clean and obsession with cleanliness. And 9 episodes later, we're down in Canvas Town, where, yeah, it's in the middle of the surface, which is covered in trash because of the sphere, but it is vibrant and colorful and beautiful, where instead of looking at all these people who needed a way to express themselves and going, get out of our city, go figure it out, they went, we made a place for you. Please draw on the walls. That's what they're for. And just that I want to say that bit of accommodation, but it's not just a bit. They did a whole damn city, but just making a place like, yeah, if you need to draw on the walls, if you need to spray paint something, if you need to just go nuts to express yourself with sound and color and light, this is the place to do it. We made this place for you. Have fun.
Yep.
And I think the bit that struck me was the one guy up on the ledge doing a graffiti piece and the other guy leaning out going, you good? All right, let me know if you need anything. Just chill.
Yep. Well, and we get the mayor who he's not an artist, but he just wants to make this space run well for those who are. And I'm like, yeah, this seems like a super cool town it's all about freedom. It's all about artistic expression, and seems like chill vibes. And because Gob, we met him a few times, and that's our deceased. And yeah, just as you were saying, he's always smiling. And I liked.
They were pronouncing it as Job in the dub, like it's the biblical name.
Oh no, they were saying Gob, like more like G-O-B.
It is spelled J-O-B, but like they're pronouncing it like Job, like it's the biblical name.
Online, it's G-O-B.
Huh.
Interesting. Yeah, no, because in the subtitle version, it says G-O-B, and online that I'm looking up, it says G-O-B as well.
Interesting.
Huh. Well, if you've been watching sub or dub, let us know.
And my subtitles are also the hard of hearing ones, and there are some inaccuracies in there. Because you still can't get English subtitles on a Crunchyroll show unless they are hard of hearing. The Roku ones. It's still a little bit. I'm just happy that I have subtitles on there at all. It makes it a lot easier for me to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Girl, who's that?
So I was like, hang on. I'm talking about the same guy.
Yeah. Our happy dude who popped into the cleaners area from time to time, did some art, popped out, which we talked about it a little bit. Something really cool in case you are new to this show. The artist, they got a graffiti artist to be involved, and they brought that artist to Anime Expo as one of the guests when they're promoting the show, which is pretty darn cool. And after this, you're like, yeah, you need someone who actually knows graffiti art, not, just someone pretending, because it really feels authentic of, yes, I buy it
Yeah.
and it looks like art and doesn't just look like splat.
It doesn't look like someone like this is what someone who's not in the scene thinks of when they
Yeah.
think of
Hmm.
graffiti, as
Hmm.
opposed to, no, this is someone who actually knows what they're doing and has experience. Like
Yes.
the fact that they have a graffiti consultant, I'm like, no, I'm here for it. Just remembering the creator of Gachiakta and the graffiti consultant both say, like, oh, what are you going to do in Los Angeles? And both of them being like, we're going to go graffiti spotting. We're going to look at the local art. We're going to, like, both of them going the graffiti scene. And then the producer going, I'm going to sit on the beach with a Mai Tai. Like, I'm with him. I'm with him.
Yeah.
To be
Then we
fair, I see
meet.
the Los Angeles graffiti all the time because I drive around here. So it's like my graffiti spotting happens every day on the way to work.
You're like, nothing
But
new
yeah,
there.
it's not new to me,
Which
but in the
is
same way
interesting.
that I'd be running around Tokyo going, "Oh my god, look at the Godzilla head." In the same way that everyone who goes by it on their way to work is like, "And there's Godzilla, and there's this, and I'm at the office." Like,
Well,
if you live somewhere, it becomes routine to
yes.
you.
Yes. Well, something kind of funny I was thinking about as well is, I mean, it's not like there's none, but there's not a lot of graffiti in major cities in Japan. Like that was something
That's fair.
that really struck me when I've gone a couple times, and there's some, but not the way like other major cities in the US have it. And some graffiti can look amazing. Other is like, why'd you bother? But whatever. So it's kind of interesting of this world has such a prominent, use of graffiti. So I'm kind of curious. Wonder if they talked about that of how did the mangaka go, I want to do graffiti.
I mean,
But maybe because it's
graffiti
not common.
well, and it's also generally not seen as art in the same way that
Yeah.
traditional painting on canvas, sculpting, etc.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where it's absolutely an art form, but
Mm-hmm.
and this is me going to my understanding. I'm not going to pretend that I've studied it or anything, but to me, it says like, okay, these are people who live in a severely polluted world. They do what they can in terms of what they're able to
Mm-hmm.
get their hands on, what they're able to make. You probably don't have a lot of fine artists down there, as it were. It's probably not easy to get your hands on a clean canvas
Mm-hmm.
or clay that hasn't already dried, hardened, etc. I'm sure you still
Yep.
can, but it's harder to do. But I mean, you can make paint. They've figured out how to do aerosols because they've got spray
Mm-hmm.
paint. And graffiti is seen as one of those, oh, it's lower class art.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Banksies of the world, which everyone has decided is the good graffiti. And then, but the other stuff that's just painted on movie billboards or sides of buildings or
Mm-hmm.
whatever is, oh, that's the bad graffiti. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay.
Yep.
So I can see graffiti being the main art form here in a series that's based on trash and the love of an object and what that can do, how that can change things. Like, of course, they would go for the art that anyone who can get their hands on paint or chalk or a marker and a flat surface,
Mm-hmm.
not even necessarily a flat surface, are
Yeah,
able
kind
to
of
do.
anything.
Of course, in a city built in an area that's been polluted by people who would hate seeing any graffiti or
Ooh.
any mess in their city, they go for the art that's available to them, and it's beautiful.
Have you seen the graffiti where it's something so dirty and they clean it, and then that's how they make
No,
artwork?
I haven't.
So there's some graffiti. Y'all chat if you're watching. If you've seen it, let us know. So yeah, they get like if there's like a wall that's just like dirty from whatever, an artist will kind of almost like a wood block print because they have to make the reverse of it, and they'll make the design by cleaning sections of it and make an image, and it looks really cool. I'm like, that's
Oh,
another
yeah,
fun
yeah.
way to do it.
There's
Anyways, our
honestly
tangent
some
on
of the
graffiti.
some of the best graffiti I've ever seen, because there's so many, Los Angeles, there's so many billboards for so many movies
Hmm.
and TV shows and whatnot. Some of the best graffiti I have ever seen has been on movie billboards and has
Ooh.
matched like the billboard that it's a part of and made
Oh. Okay,
better.
yeah.
There have been, I think
Hmm.
someone applied a bunch of flames along the bottom of, it was some superhero movie, I think. And
Yeah.
I was looking at it going, oh, whoever came up with that advertising campaign is, oh, that's graffiti. The advertising campaign was not nearly as good, and the graffiti made it 1,000% better.
Hmm.
They're going to clean
Interesting.
that poster off, aren't they? And they did, and it was so depressing because it just,
Yeah.
like the best graffiti I've seen around here. Billboards, movie posters, things that get taken down and removed. It's
Yep.
such a temporary style of art, and it's so beautiful. And occasionally really goddamn funny. People paint the funniest stuff on freeway underpasses. It's like, you have 10 minutes, go. And it's
Yep.
great.
We got a new person in the chat. Khalil Osman says, hello, what's up? What's up?
Hello. Nice. It's good to have you. Good to have
Yeah.
you. Welcome.
And it's okay if you're quiet in the chat. We still appreciate you.
Yes, we love our locals.
Yes. All right. So the other thing too, speaking of artists and creating things, we get to meet our new giver who we learn can get generational of passing on giver abilities, which is so cool. And like, what? Something new? Remlin. And I did also love that moment where Nolara points out, yeah, I got a kick out of everyone calling out Engine, scaring the kid. Like, bro, you just scared a kid. It's like, no, the kid was already
Like,
crying.
like,
it's not Engine's fault.
Like, yeah, she
But it
was
was
already
funny.
crying, but it really was like, Engine made a kid cry. And he's like, ugh!
Yes. And
having a treasured item that can be passed down like that is
yes.
evidently very, very uncommon. And getting the bit from Follow, which for me makes a lot of sense because he's putting in the work to try to become a giver. But getting
Yes, I love
the bit
Folo
of,
saying that thing. Yeah, for them.
getting the bit of
Mhm.
backstory from him that's like it's actually doing things backwards. You're
Mhm.
getting all this power, but not putting the work into the item beforehand. Like putting the work in prepares you for it. Instead, it's like it's
Mhm.
the having greatness thrust upon you bit,
Yeah.
and that can be hard to handle. And I mean, it looks like she's got the right attitude and she's
Yeah.
handling it well, even though, life is hard and the death of people you love is even harder. So it's just seeing him do that and also saying you can also unlock giver powers by touching a treasured item of very high quality. And I'm just sitting here going, looks at Rudo's gloves, looks at Folo, like, okay, pretty damn sure at this point Folo is going to become a giver. I'm just kind of wondering what route it's
Yeah.
going to take.
Okay,
Now
one,
that
I'm
we
curious,
know.
and chat, if you know, you can tell us, because in looking this up, another one of those things we talked about anime, sometimes you don't know. This one says unknown. They were saying they for that character. So unknown gender for Remlin, which I was like, I couldn't. I was like, wait, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
So
Again,
chat, I'm curious.
struck me as
I
femme, especially with the dub voice, but
definitely, I like
uncertain.
ponytail.
Yeah.
That was a fun, got a top knot and a side one.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I like this too. Narlara says, also Ruda realizing that being down there isn't so bad and seeing the beautiful, what Giver can be. Yeah, I loved with this kind of process of grief and how Remlin says, hey, we all, appreciate this character, but they can't pass on into the afterlife if we're all sad. And I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. That's fair. That's kind of like switching and doing the more celebration of life, and the it looks so cool of casting like a spell essentially, and the fireworks. It's just so pretty
Out of the paint cans.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's
and the
incredible.
brush.
So it's like, yeah, you're still gonna be working on your spells. You're still gonna be waiting on your spells. Like, nah, that's fine. I kind of figured. And just the fact that it can be, yeah, he's just gonna draw on you, and that will put the spell on you. He's gonna draw protection graffiti on you. Like, yes, amazing.
I wonder if it has to stay on you. Like, do they have to draw it on maybe like their tattoos? Like
Maybe.
it could, even if they paint with a brush, maybe it stays like a tattoo. That
Who
could be
knows?
interesting. Who knows? Or it's on your outfit that can, who knows? It's magic.
Yeah.
Maybe it's there and disappears, and then it's like you're set.
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Yes, I
Definitely
think so
not
too.
this episode, though. I think this episode, not everything has to move the action forward. I think
Right.
this was very good for a look at Rudo, for a look at more world
Yes.
building, and also
Yes.
just to kind of, it's one of those really makes you think things of, okay, so this person died of pollution poisoning, and it's a common cause of death down here, and it's
Mhm,
shocking
mhm.
to Rudo. It's like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, like, yeah, this is the world that you live in now. This happens.
Yep. Oh, speaking of world building and the air, we also learn about their having the full face mask, which
Mhm.
I think then is identity protection in a way because they're already wearing masks. So do we think that's like a hiding your identity?
That could be it, yeah, because the whole, like, you never know what's gonna go on down there.
Or
Also,
it's maybe like a
possibly
helmet.
and also just not getting particulates on your skin and your hair, places where it's harder to get them out
Your
of.
eyes.
Your eyes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because the engine had it and then took it off and was okay for a bit, but definitely was you need the one for your mouth and your nose for sure. You don't want to
And
breathe it.
we still don't have any answers as to what the hell Engine was doing out there, and that's another one where
Uh-huh.
I get the feeling that's gonna be further down the line, but also important when it does drop, because nobody
Yes.
seems to actually know, and of course,
Yes.
he's not gonna tell anyone, he's just gonna wave it off.
Yep.
That is how he did.
The other thing that we're getting that Rudo's learning and our world building, and this kind of reestablishes that not all giving objects necessarily need to be aggressive or combat related. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the front desk person and her glasses, we have the
Yes.
cooks
Yeah.
who are givers
Yes.
and are able to make those crazy desserts, and
Yep.
we have the artists here,
Yep.
so, yeah, no, it could be anything.
Yep.
Anything.
I'm excited to see more of like what other stuff do they come up with of, hey, by the way, we can do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was there anything else out in this episode that stood out to you?
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Chat, if there's anything that stood out to you about this episode that we didn't get to, leave a comment. I'll just reiterate again. I love that song when that came on, and just having gone to different like celebration of lives and funerals and things, I was like, this is so magical and I love it so much.
Yeah, no, it was
Also
really
just good song too. Yeah.
Excellent soundtrack.
Yes.
Just
and
really, really good.
the show is definitely like started off strong. It's still going. Loving it. Excited to see more.
I keep seeing all these articles about it's dethroned this manga, it's dethroned this anime, it's the most popular. I'm like, yeah, there might be a reason for that.
You're like, no, really,
You
it
know?
is good. Yeah, yep. And all of you here, we're on the early end of it because I feel this might be an anime that either you're on the ground with it and you're like in it, or you're gonna find it later and be like, oh my gosh, I just discovered it. And be like, yeah, we were here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if you're watching this way later, welcome.
Yeah, hi. Good to see you from the past.
Yeah.
Hello in the future.
The time capsule. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And then in the meanwhile of stuff you should check out, these are books, games, movies that we're checking out that we think you should watch that are fun. I was looking up the okay. There we go. I watched, this is definitely not old, but it took me a minute to get to it because it's on Stars, which not sponsored. But finally got it is two things. I watched Five Nights at Freddy's. I did enjoy it. I have never played the game. I'm vaguely familiar with it, periphery, and then this one talking about it. And I like the movie. I do think Willy's Wonderland, like I remember when that came out, and then some people are like comparing, but I'm like, ooh, super different flavors. Like, yes, they're both animatronics and crazy weird shit going down. Super different vibes.
I mean, for Willy's Wonderland and the Banana Splits movie, like the FNAF movie had been in the making for years. So we got the spin-off and the parody before we got the actual movie, which was wild.
Yeah. So it's one of those, if you like
haunted animatronics.
Yeah, haunted animatronics, spooky, some kind of mystery of what's going down, and just fun and creepy. It's a fun ride. And we both went to Halloween Horror Nights and checked out the maze, which then I was very happy I watched the film because you could enjoy it without knowing it, but there's way more context and information for that. So
Yeah.
it's a fun one. The other one I saw was the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which is based on real World War II secret mission. It's a fun action movie, and I like inspired by true events. And here's the story we didn't tell you because this mission was not. It was not on the record, and if you get caught, we're gonna pretend we didn't tell you anything and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun. It's got some great people in it, so that's just like exciting action adventure and fighting Nazis. So good timing on that one. But I think that yeah, I was seeing how quickly I'll get through it, but I was like, I always had this over of like trying to get through reading some Demon Slayer. I wanted to refresh before the film, but I don't know how much I'll get through, but that's okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of volumes and not a lot of time. What with the day job and everything.
Indeed. But yeah, that's it on things I've watched or checked out. Yep.
Did Halloween Horror Nights for the first time ever. That was unexpected, but very fun. And God help me, it's probably going to get looped into my usual spooky season repertoire now.
Oh, okay.
I blame you. It's a good time.
Yay.
It really was
Good.
a good time for me.
Good.
Yeah. Also went to the Magic Castle for the first time, which for those of you going, the what now? It is actual building. It was actually a home with all sorts of crazy rooms and whatnot built into it.
Very
And
cool
now
space.
it's the Magic Castle. It is, you have to know a member to get in, or you have to do the dinner service. It has a whole bunch of different magic shows from different magicians. When I went, I have a friend who is able to get in, so she brought me.
Nice.
And I'm also currently volunteering with the people who put up the Halloween decorations for the Magic Castle. So
nice.
that's all. Yeah, she recruited me. That's
Okay.
part of it. So
Hey,
volunteering is good for the soul. I know
Yes.
that sounds so trite, but oh my God. It's good
Yeah.
people, it's good conversation. You're making things with your hands and you can see
Yep.
at least for this one, you're making things with your hands and you can see the progress by the end. But I've also been volunteering at a cat shelter every Sunday for almost 12 years. So it really, like, if there is a place local to you that could use volunteers and it's not going to be something that you're physically unable to handle, if it's not too demanding on you, it's worth it. It's so worth it. That's my recommendation. Volunteering. No,
Yeah.
seriously, for like
Also,
anything.
yeah, I was going to suggest I've done volunteering for film festivals. It's a great way to go see movies for free, get to go to special events at the film festivals for free. You might get to meet different celebrities while working. If you're interested in the filmmaking industry, volunteering at film festivals, excellent path to go.
Even just making new friends with the people you're volunteering with.
Yep, love that.
So,
Still
yeah.
friends with plenty of volunteers. Love. Yep.
Yeah. So if you come to LA and you're able to get in, highly recommend the Magic Castle. Again, I got to see 4 different shows by the time the night was out,
fun.
and we
Yay.
definitely didn't stay till close. I was exhausted. So it's like, okay, we've been
Yep.
in here for about 4 hours and we've had dinner and seen 4 different shows. That's pretty good. So that was very fun. The current lunchtime book is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix.
Ooh, I feel I've heard
We're
about
back
that.
in the horror. Yeah, it's good so far. I think I'm about halfway through. We're very much in the horror part of things now, and went,
Okay.
oh, the people we've been trusting the entire time might not be trustworthy. Shit. It's kind of a body horror sort of book sometimes.
Okay.
It's a wild one, but I am enjoying it. And
Sweet.
I started watching Betrothed to My Sister's Ex, which is on Crunchyroll, and it is very much Mother's Basement does a video every season for like hottest trash, And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
usually trash affectionate. Sometimes it's trash derogatory, but it's usually
Yeah.
trash affectionate. Like, this does this, this is this trope runs into the ground, this is wish fulfillment, whatever. But like, if you're into it, you're into it. And he described this as girl trash because it's kind of a Cinderella story. It's, oh, this, younger daughter of a noble house is so abused by her parents and is basically Cinderella. And then gets whisked away by this guy who is just super into her and likes her for her and learns to be a person instead of this poor beaten down thing that her parents made her into. And I'm like, yep, this is my kind of trash. Let's go. I'm like 4 episodes in and I'm having a very good time. It
Oh,
is
yeah.
definite. It is wish fulfillment. It is girl trash, and I am here for it. Sometimes that's just what you want. There's nothing wrong with the romance genre. There's nothing wrong with bodice rippers. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Everyone enjoys something. This is the stuff where I just like to shut my brain off and go, yeah, girl, you tell him. It's good.
Yep.
It's good. I'm having fun.
That's the important part. I did just remember the other thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that, because I had a lot going on, but cool stuff. Yeah. I saw a play. It's a brand new play called The Heart. It's at the La Jolla Playhouse down by San Diego, and it is a medical drama musical with predominantly EDM music.
Dang.
So good.
Interesting.
Because it starts with no, yeah, I'm like, spoiler, but not really, because I'm like, no, because that's the whole point of it's a young surfer gets in a car accident, and the question is, do you donate the organs or not, and how people are involved, and because some things you get the after effect, but what happens like in that in between. And I say, I'm like, well, trigger warning, good, because I had some mom behind me that's like, whoo, like she's like, yeah, I have like 3 sons at home, so she was very like, this was a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
And even though it's a heavy topic, I wouldn't say it's depressing or anything like that. And the music is just so good. You can find some of the clips on YouTube. Just look up The Heart La Jolla Playhouse, and
that is spelled LAJOLLA.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they might have some clips on Instagram, but that's how I first heard about it. I saw it on Instagram. I'm like, that sounds cool, and then was able to go. And I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know there's maybe been some musicals that use EDM, but this one, it was a big part of it because it's the idea of like your heartbeat is like the rhythm. And I was like,
that is really cool.
So support your local theater. That's the other big part of that one. But yep, go check that out if you're in the San Diego area or can get over there. So
yeah.
Yes. All right. That brings us to the end, which thank you so much for tuning in for Nighttime at the Nerd Bar. Make sure to follow online on Twitter and Blue Sky NTATNB, and be subscribed here on the YouTube channel of Fanversation, and check out Fanversation on all the other social media platforms. Katie, where can people find you online?
You can follow me all over the social medias, as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is KIAXET.
And you all can find me online at Carrie D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. And if you watch later, awesome. Watching live, fabulous. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.